Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the second BoxyCharm unboxing for the month of May. This video I'm going to be going through my personal paid for base box and the premium box that I pay for. I get these boxes every single month, but as many of you know, I do deep dives every month and I get a PR box as well. That video actually went up earlier in the month and I'm going to be linking that above for you. So be sure to check that out so you get the full details of every product I have going on here this month, because you guys know I love to do deep dives for you. Because yes, I open up these boxes, I tell you everything I got, but then you also get to see me try the products on. I give you my reviews at least upon first arrival. I try to do multiple day tests if I can. And I have been able to try these products for a few days with some of them, and I have, oh, girl, do I have some feelings about some of the products in these boxes. The last box, if you guys remember, I was not too impressed with the fact that there was hardly any makeup in those boxes. And as I was doing my filming this morning of putting all this stuff on my face together, I realized again, it's a little makeup light. So let's dive into all of the stuff that I got that I am wearing on my face today and some things that I have feelings on, but I'm also going to do the deep dives for you where I go online to let you know what other actual users of these products are saying as well, so you get more feedback, not just my thoughts, but other people's reviews as well. So these are usually longer videos, guys, because we have a lot of products to go through, even though this is just 2 of the boxes. So I love to tell you guys to grab your tea, grab your snack, get comfy, because we have a lot to go through together. Cheers! Tell us what you're having below. Are you having some water with me in a wine glass to be fancy? Or are you having a coffee, a soda? Are you snacking? Tell your girl. And I am trying many things on my face today, including 2 different sides of my face testing different primers. The primer that I received in my paid for base box is from a brand I love. This is from First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This is a $30 value. I was super excited to see that I was going to be getting some First Aid Beauty in my box. I do really enjoy that brand. The more I've received from BoxyCharm to try this bougie, expensive brand, at least to me, I was really excited to see what I could get. And I had not tried one of their primers before, but I've tried some of their skincare before. Really liked it. I love that this also says it is safe for sensitive skin, because you know your girl has big bossy pores. I'm a little acne prone and sensitive, like even touching my skin can make it turn red. Because I did get, spoiler alert, 2 primers, half of my face is one product and half of my face is another product, because I couldn't necessarily do 2 primers on top of each other, really. So I thought, why not do that? I had to make a note for myself. On the right hand side of my face today is this moisturizing primer. So I'm really excited to see how this does. I have tried this one day before, but I had a lot of other moisturizers on with it, so I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out through the month, mostly because it's getting warmer where I live right now, and I'm curious how the moisturizing primer will affect my makeup and the end look by like midday and then end of day. So you know I love to tell you guys to stay tuned and be subscribed. Click the bell and the subscribe button so you don't miss out, because I love to give you guys updates pretty frequently with my BoxyCharm items, as many of you know. I really like how this applied. It really did feel like a combo moisturizer and primer, because it really did feel like it was hydrating my skin, but not being too overwhelming. But I do find a little dab will do ya. It goes a long way, so you don't even need that much product. And I really think this side of my face actually looks a little bit blurred as well. I really feel like compared to this side, I notice a bit of a skin texture difference. And I really didn't think I would, because I do have some skincare underneath these, and I thought, oh, I'm sure the skincare is gonna kind of, you know, balance these 2 out potentially, and I may have to do another wear test where I'm doing a battle in between the sides of my faces. But this side, at least in person, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell because I do film in front of an open window to give some natural sunlight. This side in person and close up in the mirror looks way more blurred, whereas this side looks a bit more textured, which if you would have asked me before sitting down to tell you about this, I really would have thought the other primer would look more blurred that I'm going to talk about that I got from my premium box. So definitely stay tuned to see what that product is. So I'm really impressed with this product so far. Let's see what other people are saying online, because I'm just genuinely curious. What are people's thoughts about a moisturizing primer? Because it could scare people. Again, oily skin girl here. It kind of scared me just by name alone, but the finished result, this side looks a little bit bumpier, a little bit more textured and pore-like. This side looks smoother. Not as smooth as some other stuff I have in my collection, but I'm just comparing these two right now. Sharon K just said, I love this scent. Must be that coconutty, like suntanny lotion kind of smell, because it's not too powerful by any means, but it does smell nice. I love this product. I use it every day, so this was a backup for me, says Melissa. I love finding those kind of reviews because I feel like that gives us even more information. She loves this product and already had it. Brittany D said 4.5 hearts. Didn't really see how this was meant to be a primer, but definitely a good product to use for no makeup days. Super moisturizing and smells great. It is really moisturizing. I'm gonna have to give you an update probably by like my faves and fails video. And don't forget, I do quarterly BoxyCharm reviews. I just did one for the first quarter of all of the boxes from January through March. So stay tuned for updates on these kind of products as well. I'm gonna link the last one above. Faith H said, not very happy that I do tend to get so much skincare in my box, but this was my favorite product I got this time. It's cooling and it smells good. Everybody loves the scent. I do want to say really quickly while it's on top of mind, because they're talking about how much skincare we're getting on our boxes, and that's definitely been a topic here even on my channel. Last time I was like, where's the makeup? This time I'm kind of feeling, where's the makeup? I just, for funsies, retook my BoxyCharm quiz, and I was a little surprised to see they've now broken it up into 3 sections. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and maybe retake yours. I literally just took mine again this week to see what kind of questions they were asking, see if anything changed. And there was a question in there of, do you want makeup heavy with light amount of skincare? Do you want half and half? Do you want mostly skincare? You want to be surprised? That is in there. So I just retook my quiz to see if that helps at all. So we're definitely going to see in the next few months if that helps. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Tiffany C said 5 hearts. This is really great. First coconut milk moisturizer I've ever had, and it smells lightly like coconut. That's what I said. I have been wanting to try this, says Tara G, and it felt so nice on the skin. Very glad I have received this in my box. This is actually getting a good amount of love. I could see using this on no makeup or light makeup days as well. Something that I did get that was skincare that I'll show you what me applying it this morning, but I already reviewed it in my last BoxyCharm PR box, so I'm going to link that above to tell you to go check out the full review there on this product, is this fancy little Beekman Dewy-Eyed Illuminating Depuffing Serum. It comes in its very own little sleeping mask. Isn't it cute? It's got a pump. It's very cooling on the eyes, and it's mostly for your eyes, so I just put it all over my eyes. But again, I forgot this morning, a little dabble do ya, because I had a ton of product, kind of needed to let it sit. With skincare though, we know we need to give it a little bit more time, but I did want to say if you want to see even more reviews on that and other honest user reviews from you guys and the internets, go check that video out. Okay, I was really hoping to get this product, and I think it's mostly because I've never tried one, at least not recently. No, I take that back. I've tried one maybe a year, 2 years ago maybe, but I've not gotten one of these in my box in a really long time, and I don't think to purchase these type of products, which maybe I should more. It's a hair care product, and it's for heat and for curling tools and stuff, and I haven't really been one to really do a lot with my hair other than let it do its natural wavy curly craziness that it tends to do. For some reason, when I saw this was going around in the boxes, I was really hoping this would be in my base box. This is the Hot Toddy Heat Protectant Mist from Drybar. This has a retail value of $27. This product is supposed to protect your hair from heat styling with curling, straightening, and styling irons. I do have a beach waver that I've used recently on my channel that I was really enjoying, kind of told you guys about it I think last summer, and then I'll pull it out from time to time, but I was starting to be like, oh, if I use this, I kind of want something to go with it to protect my hair. So I was really glad to see that this was going to be going around and that I did receive it, especially for $27. That to me is still pretty pricey, and considering I would want to test it to see if I like it, I love getting stuff like this in my BoxyCharms. And it even protects your hair, it says up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm definitely excited to use this product more. You do need to use it on dry hair. Yesterday my hair was wet when I really wanted to use it, so I tried to blow dry it just a little bit, and I sprayed some of it in my hair before I finished blow drying just to see what would happen. And I love the smell of this. I really couldn't get over. I was like, man, this This smells really clean, fresh, and nice. It's got this really nice aroma to it. So I was really excited to play with this more as I get an opportunity to. So let's just see what people are gonna say online about it. So Roberta said, I don't usually iron my hair. Same girl, I feel ya. She said, but it's nice to get hair products in my box from Boxy to try them. I tried this and I like it. Rebecca M gave this 5 hearts and says, smells amazing, great product. It did leave my hair looking a little dull and dry, but it wasn't anything a little coconut oil couldn't fix. Okay, that's good to know. A lot of people are saying they won't really use this, but they really love the smell of it. Smells amazing. Love this hair protector, says Dagny. I don't know if this really does anything, says Krista A, but I still love the smell. Smells divine. My hair feels like silk and looks so shiny, says Marie H. My frizzes are nowhere to be found. Oh girl, see that's what I need to hear as a wavy curly haired girl in a humid state like Florida. Whenever I do my hair, especially if I'm kind of doing stuff like adding anything to it, I'm always worried that it's gonna make it frizz. So that's super exciting for me to hear. Okay, someone else said they left their hair looking dry. Nicole D said that. Elsa said, excited to try this. I've heard so many great things about Dry Bar and they are cruelty free. Yes, that was another big reason I was excited to try this. A lot of people are saying they don't even like to blow dry their hair. They have short hair. They're not gonna use this. So this is kind of one of those things. So maybe we should consider, since BoxyCharm did just get acquired by Ipsy, maybe it doesn't hurt to retake the quiz. I'm not saying that's going to solve all the problems, but I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that, and I know hair care was like part of the questionnaire. Okay, something that I don't know if you want to consider this skincare or makeup. Because it's from this specific brand and it looked like concealer, I assumed makeup. But now that I've tried this 2 days in a row, I'm going to call this more skincare than anything else. I do believe I said I wanted this product and selected the color. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand for $27. And looking at it, I picked the shade of Glow. You would think it looks like a concealer, right? Looks like Shape Tape and everything. But once I tried it and I spread it around, I very quickly learned this product, I think this might want to be like the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I know it's a glow, so it's a little different and it's a bit more transparent, but I was a little surprised by what this was because I wasn't sure when I was selecting this in my choice items. I do believe I wasn't really sure, is this considered a highlighter? Because I don't like illuminating highlighters, but there was something in the marketing materials that let me think it was a little bit more like a brightener. I even pulled the box back out because it tells you 4 ways to glow. You said you could use this over the Shape Tape concealer alone for no makeup magic, mixed with moisturizers or primers, or on the high points of the face, collarbones, and décolletage. So the way I used this yesterday was under the eyes, I believe before I did concealer. Well, today what I did was, again, halved my face. I did one of my eyes with just this product under there, spread it around with my finger to kind of try to get as much of the glow that I could without putting a sponge to it or a brush to it. Just used my finger just to really see what that would look like, and then kind of compared with nothing next to it. And then I went over here and put concealer down first and then put this on top of the concealer, which is one of the ways it said you could do it, to see what it was. And I do notice there was more coverage, obviously, on the eye that had the concealer, which was more, preferred by me because I'm covering some dark circles. But then I went over here and did concealer later, and I think they look pretty even. They don't look like one's better than the other in person, at least. So that was good to know. And I have applied this to collarbones yesterday. I'm curious how this is going to settle because I'm already seeing some fine lines under the eyes. Now, I also have on another moisturizer, though, that I think a lot of people might love, but I don't know if I'm going to love it. I may be in the minority on this as far as the sticky moisturizer goes. So that could also be what is detracting. So I need a little bit more time to play with this. I've only played with it for 2 days, but I've gotten to try it a few different ways, which is super helpful. I'm not mad at it. I just don't know how I would love it. I'm going to put it on my collarbone just to kind of see. Because look, it looks like concealer when it goes on, right? And then you spread it. And then you definitely see, like, I already had a little bit of stuff on my body before, but this one I think pops a bit more. So, definitely want to play with this a bit more. I don't know how often I'm going to remember to use this because for some reason I'm worried I'm going to think it's a concealer when it's not. I'm really curious what other people are going to say now because, like I said, I've experimented with it just enough that I'm still curious. I do kind of wish I would have got it maybe in a bit of a lighter shade, but I really wasn't sure what to expect. Of According to the marketing materials, it says it's an instant eye lift in a tube, which is why I thought again of the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. It says sheer liquid brighteners let your skin come through to deliver a natural lit from within youthful glow. Diamond Complex delivers a soft focus finish. Includes removable sponge for on-the-go blending. I tried to use the sponge yesterday just to kind of play with it, and this sucker does pop out pretty quickly. You can kind of see it working its way out, and then it will pop out. So just be careful when you're using it, but it is a nice feature to have on the end of this. Kylie L said 5 hearts. I was really excited to try this. So far, I like it and can't wait to try it just with the regular shape tape. This is nice under the eye, says Kristen G. I want to like this, but it's super oily, says Caitlin H. 4.5 hearts. That is honestly how I have felt. But I also, like I said, I've got one other thing in here that's been really moving my stuff around. So I want to try this more, but I agree with you. Even on the back of my hand, at first when I was like looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, it looks shiny. Is it working into those fine lines? No, maybe not. I can't tell. But it does leave like some tact to it. Annie O, 2 hearts. This product is confusing. What is it? Is it a highlighter? I tried it over my Shape Tape concealer under my eyes and it made me look greasy. Naturally, setting powder completely erases it. Tried it as a highlighter on my cheekbones, which did work better, but not any better than the 1,000 highlighting powders that I already own. Really not super impressed with this. Yeah, I would not use this as a highlighter simply because I have so many amazing highlighters that I love and I'm more of a powder formula kind of girl. I will be honest, when she talks about putting down the powder, how she put down setting powder and it erased what she noticed under her eyes, I kind of feel the same way. When I do use my Becca brightener that goes under the eyes, and I hate to compare it because maybe it's not supposed to be compared to that, but that's the only thing I can think of to compare it to that I own, that I love, that I've had a long time, I can still see the luminosity after I've put on the rest of my powders, my foundation, all the good stuff. This, I'm still on the fence about. I don't really know if I notice it, at least not as well as I do the Becca. But again, I'm experimenting. I'm still playing. I'm still understanding. So weightless, but covers well with sort of a set look. Perfect for summer. This is my new favorite for sure. I'm so happy to have gotten this in the box, says Marley M. Oh, Murray H gave it 5 hearts and said, I was honestly expecting to not be super wowed by this product, but I was wrong. I got the shade Sunbeam. It adds a nice realistic glow, a little bit more than natural, but you can build it up and it layers over cream and powder products equally. Interesting. Gives a healthy look to my skin. My daughter thought my skin looked healthier and this was all I had on. You should try it. Oh, and it makes an amazing base to put highlight on top of if you want that JLo glow. Well, now we know. Can't live without this? Okay, so this is getting a lot of love. Some people are confused by it. Did you get it? And do you have any tips for us? Please, you know we're all about the tips here. Let us know how you like to use this. All right, one of the last products I got in my base box is an eyeliner. So this is essentially the only piece of makeup I got if you are considering this skincare, which my Becca brightener I consider skincare. So you need it with it. I don't know. You put it on before the makeup. I don't know. You can put it on after makeup though too. So it depends. I don't know. This eyeliner is the Tint Beauty Haze Smoky Eye Pencil, worth $18. I have never spent $18 on a liner, so I was pretty excited to get this, but I also love that it was in green and not a black, not a brown. Super excited that it was forest green. This says you can achieve both definition and blendability with this pencil. It has a unique formula that allows you to create precision and feather edges. Well, I apparently tested that today and yesterday. I put this on yesterday and just had it be kind of like how I have it today, but I didn't buff it, didn't move it, just kind of let it live its life on my eye because I was trying some different eye looks behind the scenes. Today though, I wanted to see how this would perform on day 2 because it is a crayon style, which is not really my favorite style because as you can see, the tip is already wearing down to kind of a circular little nub, whereas it's no longer a fine point. I thought about just already getting out a sharpener for it because I'm guessing you can sharpen this because I think you should be able to. It doesn't have anything on the bottom. that makes you think it's a twist. So pretty sure you can sharpen it. But once it gets rounded and is no longer a finely tipped, it's a little bit harder to work with for me. My skin type, it's just how it is for me. It's why I don't really prefer these. So I noticed it being clumpier. I noticed it having more chunks as I was trying to press it to my lash line, because I was trying to get really close to my lash line for the look I was going for today. And I just kind of kept finding it to be chunky. So that's when I was like, well, I have to smoke it out. Didn't really, I guess, realize that this is luckily good for smoking it out. So I took just a regular definer eyeshadow brush and went in there and really started just kind of like buffing it and blending it just enough so I was hoping it would look nice. I really like the color because I feel like this color really does pop. I feel like it's going to accent any look for you, and that's why I was kind of excited that it was a green shade. Oh, apparently you can get 3 different colors I'm seeing online. There is potentially a black or like a plummy purple, and the shade I got was the Hunter Green. I'm really glad I got the Hunter Green, I do believe. This is 4 hearts out of 5 out of 1,575 reviews. That's not a lot. So I'm curious what other people are going to say. I think it's okay. I'm not mad at it. Let's just put it here. As you can see, it's already got a little chunkiness, but it's not bad. And then you can blend, buff. It doesn't buff that well with a brush, but with your finger it can. I already kind of had a look going that I wasn't wanting to mess up. I think it complements just this neutral eye look I was doing today pretty well, and it kind of just adds that little bit of extra oomph to an eye look. I'm not mad about it, but I'm not a big fan of the crayon-y styles just because I don't feel like they're as easy to use. Like I said, it was starting to chunk and be a little bit more difficult to put near the lash line, and I was worried it was going to mess up what I was working on, so we will see. I don't really know how I feel about this 100%. I love the color. I like that. I do have to say, I tried this yesterday. I still washed my face at the end of the day like I always do, but this morning when I got up, I was like, what's dragging under my eyes? And it was some of this that I was still kind of like stuck, and I used a micellar water. I used a cleanser. I used all kinds of stuff last night, like I always do. So I was like, okay, so this has some lasting power, which is good to know. So Emily R gave this 5 hearts and says, very easy to use, glides on nicely without tugging, and it looks nice as well. I thought that same thing yesterday because it is a nice creamy formula without being too stiff. But day 2 wear, where it's already kind of down to the nub, made it a little tougher. But maybe I just need to freaking sharpen it way more frequently and then just get over that. Oh, so Alyssa said, I love this pencil. It does not smudge once it is set. Great color, and the formula is nice and creamy, says Rebecca M. Ooh, see, some people aren't a fan of getting colors because Eliza gave this 2 hearts, mostly because of the color. She said, I received the green. Not a fan. I would have preferred black. See, I get so many black ones that I'm like, I don't ever use this that much. So for me, a pop of color is fun. Marie H gave this 5 hearts and says, this is so much prettier than it seems. I got Pinot Noir and I have blue eyes. It really made my eyes pop when combined with a peach eyeshadow. It earned a compliment from my hubby, so you know it's good. Well, that's good to hear. Jamie J gave this 3 hearts and said, tried to swatch and blend on my hand. It didn't blend. Seems to have a hard time washing off. I did have a hard time washing it off last night. I can say that, but that means it does have lasting power. There is that. Things about color. People are saying they also got green and they weren't too happy about it. Some people getting the purple and they're not too happy about it. Super pigmented and easy to blend, says Cynthia. So again, I think this is kind of one of those pieces for me. Eyeliners are give them or take them. It's that extra step for me. I don't always want to do it, but I'm always happy to get something to try. But I can tell you, they do ask you in the BoxyCharm quiz, because I just took it, it's top of mind. They ask you like in the order of like 1 to 10, where do you feel like what types of makeup would you like to get? I can say I do believe eyeliners for me were towards the end, if not the very end, because I don't need them all the time. They're just kind of like an added perk for me personally. So that's why I like to do the deep dives for people that love it or that really want to give you more info about it. So that's nice to hear. Oh, I should also mention, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, I'm also going to tell you what I got in the BoxyCharm pop-up, because with all of these boxes, my pop-up items came as well. So I'm really excited to tell you because one of you guys let me know that this was back in the BoxyCharm pop-up, and you're like, girl, go get it. Go get it. So I did. Thank you. Okay. Let's get into the premium box for the month of May because I was really excited to see what I was going to get in this baby. So I have a love-hate relationship again because is there any makeup in here? If we consider the other primer I was talking about makeup, then that is the only piece of makeup I got in this box. What is happening, Boxy? We keep thinking that this merge with Ipsy is really affecting like the products and, you know, the way things are working internally, and oh my golly, that's why I retook my quiz, honestly, because I want to know if that's going to change things. So I'm going to talk about something that I'm not sure I love. I may love this at night, and I may transition this tonight, but because I've only had it a few days, I've been trying it when I would usually try things to see how they work with makeup, and I don't know if this is going to work well for my skin type. This is something I asked for, I do believe. This is the Bloom Effects Royal Tulip Nectar for $65. This healing ointment to serum hydrator soothes and nourishes and helps repair the skin's barrier. Powered by proprietary Dutch tulip complex and a bouquet of earth-sourced botanicals, apply it to anywhere your skin needs extra love. Try it as a moisturizing sleeping mask. Okay. Maybe that's how I need to try that. I did not remember. It said try it as a moisturizing sleeping mask. That may be my problem. I need to move this to nighttime because every time I've put it on, it leaves my face looking super wet. Even after I've waited 10-15 minutes, I still feel like after I've applied this, and it goes on really nicely, it is a bit goopier. It kind of reminds me of like a honey or some type of texture that reminds you of like a jelly honey formula. I mixed it up with my finger a couple of days ago just because I felt like maybe I was getting too much liquidiness. Thought maybe that was the problem. So I was getting down into the goop a bit more. I need to put this at nighttime. Glad I read that. Now I know I'm going to put this in nighttime because I feel like it left my face kind of sticky. And that might be why also I feel like my face maybe doesn't look like it normally would after putting on some makeup. So I'm going to transition this to nighttime. That just did it for me, because I just think it's too sticky for me personally, and might be why I'm seeing a little bit more texture on one of the sides that I was telling you about with the primer war I got going on. It does have an interesting, like such a light scent that you don't notice it really. It's just that glowy face I have after I put it on that I'm like, how am I supposed to do makeup? I have put this down my neck and chest as well, and I think it does a really good job, but you do feel the tact. You do feel it. So again, I think different strokes, different folks. If you have dry skin, you may love using this in the morning and in the evening. Who knows? I'm going to transition it to nighttime for me because I think it's been a bit too much. So let's see what other people are saying. With skincare, as we know, we got to give it a longer amount of time anyway. This has 4.5 hearts so far out of 1,500 reviews. It says, let's see here. Danae says, such a beautiful smell and hydrating feeling. Okay, so Tiffany M said 5 hearts. Love the oily and moisture this gives. It goes from jelly to oil. That is why this oily skin girl has been freaking out the past 2 days. Because I was like, girl, I don't know if this is going to work. And I was so excited for this. I'm transitioning it to nighttime. That's just how it's going to be. I love this product. Makes my skin feel so soft, says Bridget. Julie M says, this smells really nice, but the texture is very off-putting. I gave it to my daughter. It is. It's clumpy, jelly-ish. It's not a consistency you're used to with skincare all the time. I will tell you that. I had high hopes for this, says Alexis C. I'm not a fan on how it just sits on my skin. Did not expect it to be as greasy feeling. Yes, same. At least it will look pretty on my shelf while collecting dust. 2 hearts. Oh. That's why I'm trying to figure out how I can use it better. Nighttime. Try it at nighttime, Alexis. For bed. Okay, Dot L. Less than 1 heart. I was very excited to try this. Very disappointed. Why am I holding up the card? I was very excited to try this. Very disappointing the minute I tried it. Very, very, very oily. Yeah. I had a bunch of little pimples on my face when I woke up in the morning. Oh, so she did try this at night. Not a fan of this product at all. That's my concern too, is I'm worried about breakouts and upset skin. And then right below that, Amanda K. 5 hearts. The most incredible moisturizer I have used so far. It kept my face hydrated all night and kept my skin calm while I was sleeping. My skin was noticeably less red in the morning. Ooh, then I may have a friend to give this to if it doesn't work out for me, because she always has red skin. Okay. See, that's why I think about these things. I learned from you guys in the reviews. That's why I do them. I hope you learn too. And then, you know, we process it and what can we do with it? Who can we give it to if it doesn't work for us in the end? I don't know how I feel about this. Very oily, says Maria S. At least I know I'm not alone. This stuff smells amazing. The consistency is strange, says Amanda M. But I do love it. So I'm going to give this some more time. Let me know how are you using this. If you have skin like mine, let a girl know. Let a girl know. Now, I need to talk about one other skin thing before I get to that primer that I was telling you about, because I think this is going to tick off a lot of people. I think this product is really going to tick off some people, especially if they have no need for it. I have a need for it. I just had no idea it was a thing. This is the Odacite BLC Pimples Black and Cumin Sajaput Serum Concentrate. I'm sure I said most of that wrong. It's because I'm not a scientist or a dermatologist. Those are a lot of funky words that I'm sorry. So this is a $36 product. I'm honestly still trying to figure out how to use it, so maybe I'm going to learn something today. It says formulated especially for problem skin. That's your girl. I'm your target audience here. This potent serum helps to reduce the appearance of blemishes. It's so concentrated that 2 to 3 drops in the morning and at night is all you need to awaken skin's beauty. Black cumin oil helps purify the skin, promoting a more smooth and clear appearance. Conjaput, which is the product that I think it is in it, supports a fresh and clean complexion, visibly free of blemishes. $36. So I have tried this now 1 or 2 times and I've had my husband try it. Okay, his reaction was really funny. So my reaction to it was, holy crap, goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way, but it's super oily. How the heck is this going to help me? I'm still confused. I asked Adam to try it because I was like, you get some acne too occasionally because he's wearing a mask. I'm like, what do you think? And he was like, he literally tried it, walked over to me and was like, I didn't expect something that's supposed to help my blemishes be this liquidy, oily, all over my face. I'm really worried. And I was like, I know, me too. I didn't have any active breakouts going on. He's had a few, and I think he's still kind of in that incubation stage of figuring out how he feels about it, because again, I just got this box not that long ago. So, I'm really curious how this is gonna work, because a little bit'll do ya, but if you don't have problematic skin, you don't need this. So I'm just gonna put a little bit out. Okay, I'm a little scared. Little goes a long way. It was super runny, super duper oily. Oh, really, really oily. Like that one little bit. Okay, this is going to live with me forever, aren't you? Okay. Okay, I got to close this before there's a massive problem. Also, the smell, as soon as I opened the box, this tiny, tiny little tube here made that whole box smell very, it's a chemically smell. It's not a chemically smell like, oh, there's a bunch of fake shit in here. It's a lot of natural ingredients that are going to have a scent to them. And if you are a skincare or beauty lover that uses a lot of natural ingredients, you're going to know it's going to be strong smelling. That was the first thing that put me off, but he was like, yeah, that doesn't bother me so much. So I'm going to see what the reviews are saying, see if anyone's got any tips or tricks. This is in the incubation stage here for us. Works great. I even recommend this to friends, says Heather T, 5 hearts. Julie M, 3 hearts, said, I used this on a few pimples and it didn't work any better than your average drugstore treatment. I think that was Adam's thought too. I'm trying to remember what he said, but I think he's still like waiting it out. Haven't seen a major difference. We'll continue to try it though, says Alexis. Actually works better than I thought, says Dot. My face feels fresh and clean and soft, not oily or greasy after using. Really? Because that's all we felt was oily and greasy. Not a fan, says Maria, less than 1 heart. Stephanie T, less than 1 heart. I am 55 years old and I haven't had a pimple anywhere in years. Girl, you lucky. I'm not sure why I'm getting this product. Seems wasteful to send this to someone like me. I saw a lot of that on Instagram. Doesn't have a pleasant smell at all, says Shauna. Nope, it does not. Gave it to my daughter and she likes it, says Patricia. That's probably the target audience, or people like me. I don't have much use for this product, so I'm going to be giving it away, says Whitney C. I have no use for this product. I'm over 50 with dry skin, says Catherine, less than 1 heart. Not sure why I received this. It doesn't go with my quiz. I'll probably never use it, says Michelle. Some people are excited to try it because they have to wear a mask at work, so they're really excited to see how this does work for them. Maybe this takes some time. Hard to see results so far, says Erica R. That's kind of how we felt. So stay tuned for this. I will keep you posted, but I was really shocked to get something like this in my box. We've never had something like this, I don't think. I've never gotten anything like this. A way that I started my makeup this morning, and what I've pretty much been using in the evenings with my husband, is a Bite Beauty product. And I've never tried anything from Bite Beauty, so I was pretty excited to get this introduction piece. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Daytime Lip Balm for $16. 16 bucks. Like, what? Again, I would never spend $16 on something like this, so super excited to get it in a BoxyCharm. This is a clean, vegan gelatin-free moisturizing lip balm that hydrates up to 8 hours with a luxurious glide and no waxy feel. I was worried looking at it. I was like, oh, this might be kind of waxy. It's really not. Both my husband and I enjoy it. We would both agree. We use lip stuff every single night in our house. So for us, I was like, we have spent more money on things that were for lip products. So this, we were like, it's good. It's nice to have, but I wouldn't go purchase it on my own. That's just our thoughts. I also prefer to use it at night, but you can use it throughout the day. I don't know if it really lasts 8 hours, to be honest with you. Maybe I just drink a lot of water. Maybe I'm too much of a face toucher, but I have to reapply it kind of a couple times through the evening. So I like getting this, but again, not makeup. Not makeup. Let's see what other people are saying. Lips feel as smooth as a baby's bottom, says Danae. How many? Okay. I love this product, says Bridget H. Never tried this before. Usually only a Blistex kind of girl, but this is great. I've been using this instead of my Blistex, says Dot. Now that's an endorsement. If you have a favorite product you like and you've been replacing it with something else, that tells you. It doesn't smell the best or have any taste, but it does make my lips feel soft, says Amanda. Kind of has a waxy smell, and that's why I thought it was gonna feel waxy, and it doesn't. I love Bite Beauty products. The ingredients are phenomenal and they feel great, says Stephanie T. Jennifer H just put 2 hearts next to this and said, chapstick. Nothing else. Shia F said, happy to receive in my box, but I wouldn't pay the retail value price for a chapstick. Nope. I was surprised to find this in my premium box, says Whitney C. It's okay. I didn't feel like it worked any better than any other type of chapstick. It works better than some things, I guess, but yeah. It absorbed very quickly, so I can't really see any moisturizing effects, says L'Oreal. Sherry M, 3 hearts. Do any of us want a chapstick in our BoxyCharm box, or is it just me that thinks this was a waste of a product? Oh, Cindy thinks this leaves her lips leaving drier than before. So this is kind of, I think people are frustrated that this was in a premium box, or sometimes people really love it, or just maybe it adds to the value of the box, but I don't know. I don't know, this is kind of getting middle of the road reviews on this. Did you get this? And tell me if you like it. Do you think it was premium worthy, or maybe it should have been in a base box? Let's talk about the only product in here that is maybe considered makeup, because it's this primer. I do believe this was the choice item that I asked for and is on the left side of my face today. I had to double check my note. It is on the left side of my face today. This is the Hangover Primer for $35. The Too Faced Hangover Primer. This revolutionary makeup primer is infused with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredients, and skin revivers that work together to boost the skin's radiance, promote elasticity, and help hydrate while locking down makeup for fresher, longer, more flawless wear. $35. Whew. So I have this, I have a note over here to remind me. It is on the left side of my face today, and this is the one that I think I notice more texture with. However, because I do have on this very greasy, oily feeling moisturizer underneath all of this, I'm gonna say let's give this another take. Check me out again in maybe my month-end faves and fails, or definitely my quarterly reviews, because I will absolutely give you more details after I've been able to use stuff way longer and have used stuff with more things that I want to use it with. We're just getting so much skincare from BoxyCharm. It's like you have no choice but to use up the skincare when you get it to review it. It's a little frustrating. I can say they don't look bad. It's not like a drastic difference from each side of my face. I just noticed, especially as the light kind of transitions, because I do film in front of a natural light window, this side did look a little bit more textured than this side, but it's nothing dramatic. It's not like half of this face is Jekyll and half of this face is Hyde. You kind of see that it looks pretty even. I just want to really try it without some of the skincare that Boxy has been giving us. Because I also wonder if that's affecting the under eyes, because I am seeing some creasing more than I normally do. So let's see what other people are saying about this. I know a lot of people have loved it. I'm kind of hoping to hear from those people, or people that are, have tried it in the past. Maybe it worked for them for these reasons, or didn't work for them for other reasons. So this has 4.5 hearts and has over 2,700 reviews, way more than some of these others. My favorite primer ever, says Tiffany. Works pretty great, says Amy F. This seems okay, says Dot. Dot is all over the place. 3 hearts. I'm not sure if this is drying my face out just a little bit. I'm gonna have to keep trying. This primer is very nice. It's still not as good It's not as good as my favorite Hourglass primer though, says Jennifer. Second time getting this item, says Autumn. She loves it. Amazing primer. 5 hearts, says Ruth W. I see why everyone was raving about it. It literally feels like a moisturizer and has a great smell. I received one in my March premium and chose this again because it's so expensive. Primer costs as much as the subscription box, so I'm really excited to have a second one. Did you already get this in the box? Sounds like she's already gotten it, but loved it, so wanted it again. Picked it as a choice. Interesting. Glad to finally have it in full size, says Sherry. I really like this primer, says Adria. I love everything that I can get from Too Faced, says Maria. Most hydrating primer ever, says Christina. So let me have some more time with this without some of the skincare that I've been trying behind the scenes, because we've got this oiliness for acne. I got this very oily moisturizer. A lot of stuff going on here, so let me try this some more behind the scenes and I will get back to you. All right, now let's talk about, do I just have skin tools left? Is that all I got left? Again, not really any makeup in this sucker, which kind of sucks. Let's talk about this really overpriced tool. There's 3 of them. $96. Let's talk about $96. I'm a little angry about $96 for these brushes. It's kind of funny. So the brush, the bristles are fine. The bristles are nice. They've not like shed or anything. They feel soft. The handles honestly remind me of Moda Pro. They do. Like this is a Moda Pro brush here, and these are this $96 brand. I mean, this is very worn down, so it doesn't look as shiny, but I also have shiny ones here from Moda Pro. I'm just like, $96 for 3 brushes. Like, do they do my dishes? Will they do my makeup for me? So I just have to sit there and just have that Judy Jetson moment where they just do my makeup? Like, what? What? I mean, what's the reason? Let's see. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I just missed the reason that they're $96. They're not doing my makeup any differently. In fact, one of them I'm not really a fan of compared to other things I already have. LaRousse Beauty On The Go set. On the go? How are these on the go? How are these on the go? Get ready to cover all the basics with this set. 3-piece set comes with a dense domed brush for foundation or contour, a powder brush for highlighting or blush, and a small dense angled brush for eyeliner or brows. $96. $96. Girl, that's a joke. So I have made it a mission to use this brush as a foundation brush because that said it's one of the ways you can use it. So yesterday and today I have used this as a foundation brush. Maybe it's just because it's not as densely packed as some of the other things that I really, really love. I did not really enjoy this. I feel like it gave me too sheer of a look, even with foundations that I've been using a long time and really love with other types of brushes. I really love this similar shaped brush here from Luxe. I really kind of thought, well, maybe it's just because I like the other one that has contour. This one is just the same way, but it's much more densely packed, and the bristles feel a bit finer and softer and a little bit more luxurious. This feels nice, but it definitely has less bristles in there. Also really love the the KVD one that we got recently. I think we just got this, so I'm really not sure why after getting this last month, I got these this month. That's another topic entirely that we could do a spin-off of like, why are we getting similar things back to back? Like, huh? My face can only do so much with the skincare, with the tools. So I really was not very impressed with this. I had to remind myself today to use it, whereas as soon as I got this KVD one, I was wanting to use it. I was pulling it out organically without even thinking because I loved the way the coverage looked. I liked how quick it was. With this, I need to do the foundation twice to get the same amount of coverage I would the first time normally. So was not too impressed with this. I have used this brush, and I used it today on camera as well for a light highlighter, just to kind of put at the tops of the cheeks here. And this is fine. This does not seem any different from some of the other brushes that I have from Luxe that are really good. We got this dome-shaped brush, I believe, earlier this year from another brand that was pretty pricey. This one's called Opulent Beauty. Still not sure why that was so pricey either, but it's like, okay, I've already got 2 of these, 3 of these, 4 of these. And then I used this yesterday off camera. This is the tight lining liner one that you can use for a liner, you could use for your brows. I used it for a colorful liner the other day, and it worked fine. It was fine. There was nothing special. It was fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm totally confused by the price value other than just really inflating this box's value. I don't want to sound sassy. I am so sassy today. Where's all the makeup, Boxy? What's happening? I'm still so confused. Maybe somebody in here will explain it to me why these are so pricey, and then maybe I'll have a different perspective on them. Let's find out together. Out of, okay, 2,400 reviews, this has 4 hearts. You can get this currently in the BoxyCharm pop-up for $9. 9. Not 96. 9. Very soft brushes. Love them, says Kayla C. They are soft. Beautiful brushes, soft yet firm, says Robin. Great grip and soft bristles. Agree. Just like my MotoPro brushes. Alexis C. Very much over these cheap brushes that are put in the boxes with these high price tags associated just to boost the value of the box. More brushes for my toddler's play kit. Less than 1 heart. These are okay brushes, says Kayla B. Amanda M. I wouldn't say these brushes are worth $95 retail price, but I like the studded design and the bristles are soft. I just don't want anybody to be like, oh, this is so luxurious, let me go buy it. If you're not getting Boxy, don't go buy these for $96. Just don't do that. I got a code for you down below if you want something that's very, very similar. I mean, I have a code below for MotoPro brushes. Go do that instead. I don't want you to waste your money. These are okay brushes, but not worth the price they claim to be, says Shauna, 2 hearts. These brushes are amazing and leave a flawless, beautiful end result, says Tasha. 5 hearts. Kind of depends on what you need. Kind of depends on what you're vibing with. A lot of people agree they would never spend this much money on these brushes, and I just don't want you to feel like if you're not getting Boxy. I know some of you that watch my channel no longer get Boxy, but you want to stay in the know of what are the products, what are the reviews, because you can buy these products elsewhere. Please don't buy these for $96. MotoPro, I've got a code down below for you that'll save you some money on it, and they're same studded bases, really soft bristles, and I've been using these for years. Brushes are average, nothing special. Price is laughable, says Kelly. 3 simple brushes for $96. Come on, BoxyCharm. Inflate the price to make the box seem better. This one's, it frustrates me. Even my husband was sitting here working the other night, and he saw these, and he's like, ooh. He started touching them, and he's like, oh, I thought these were nicer than they were. And that's before I told him how much he said they say that they are. He literally was like, no. Okay, one of the last things that I got in my Luxe box is another tool, but this one I was pretty excited to get. I really wish there was more quantity with them is my biggest gripe. These are Luxie and Willow. These are a 4-piece reusable bamboo makeup removal pads. So you get 4 of these, and now I have already washed these twice, so they're already still looking really great. As soon as I got them, I put them in the wash, and you do get a little mesh bag to put them in to wash, which is super handy because I was like, I'm gonna lose this. What's gonna happen? I put all of them in there, washed them with all of my whites, took them out, and then I set them over where my washcloths go. And I was telling my husband about them. I'm like, hey, use these with me the next few days and tell me what you think. Well, we used them up really quickly because you only get 4. But then I've already washed them again to see how they're holding up, and so far they're doing well. We have this routine where it's like the dirty ones go in the little bag, so I can just toss them in when they're done, and the clean ones sit on top where like our washcloths go. And it's worked really well for removing makeup, using micellar waters. My husband doesn't take off makeup. He uses them just to kind of cleanse his face at the end of the day, and he's been really loving them too. So he was like, oh, I've wanted to try those because he's been curious about them too, because we go through a lot of pads for, you know, just the liquids we use at the end of the night to cleanse our faces, maybe do toners, whatever. So we were kind of looking into these anyway. So I was super happy to get these in a Boxy Premium. I just kind of wish there was more than 4, but they feel great. They don't leave any like residue on your face after you use them. I'm really enjoying them, and I like that they come with a little bag to keep it all together. So at least we can have a little bit of a routine. Since there's only 4, you kind of go through them pretty quickly. I'm curious what other people are going to say about these, specifically because well, these are only $20, so it's not like they're too pricey or anything, but I'm kind of curious how other people do them, because if they have like recommendations for more antimicrobial little wipes like these, I want to know. I like that they're antimicrobial and hypoallergenic as well. I love these, says Robin. Aman says, too much time cleaning. Cool thing and really eco-friendly, says Anastasia. Oh, some people don't ever use makeup removal pads, so these aren't really useful for them. It's kind of something I'm seeing. Stephanie says it's an interesting concept. I'm not sure whether I'm using them correctly or not, but do they kind of tug on your skin? They don't tug on my skin. I use them in more of a circular motion with whatever it is that I'm using to either remove the makeup or mostly, I mostly use these for like micellar waters to get over whatever's left in there, because a lot of times I'll wash my face with a cleanser kind of with my hands. Not really sure what's premium about these, says Whitney. They're just like any other makeup removal pad, in my opinion. They do remind me a lot of the PMD big micro cloth that we got, microfiber cloth that we got like in January or February, that I use all the time. That's in my bathroom as well. I mostly use these to the finish look, whereas I use the other washcloth that I have as like the get the everything off thing, because this is pretty small and I got a lot of makeup on this face. Catherine R said, don't let them loose in your washing machine. Use the bamboo piece they came in. Agree, you'll lose them. Or it could probably get eaten somewhere in that machine. Not interested, says Stephanie. No, 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 says Maria. People are a little ticked that this is also in a premium box. I was happy to get these, but these are probably more base box worthy. This is everything that I got in my base in premium. Did I miss anything? I feel like I must be missing something. Out of 2 boxes, premium and base, if you want to consider primers, makeup, I got 1 in each, which is a lot of primer for one face. And if we're considering this makeup, I did get this. 2 boxes, is that it? Am I missing something? I mean, I got other things that I was excited to try. I do want some more hair care in the boxes. 2 boxes, not a lot of makeup. I'm kind of sad about that. Let's talk really, really quickly about what I got in the BoxyCharm pop-up. I had noticed, I think it was Samantha March that said she likes to do these at least once or twice a year. So I ended up getting some in the pop-up from the Cream Shop. It is a foot soothing, they're like foot socks. You apply them to your feet, leave them on for 20 minutes, remove and dispose, and it like helps your feet kind of get like re-moisturized, softened, because I'm in flip-flops all the time. So I really was excited to try these out. I never tried the sock versions. Have you? I really wanted to try these, so stay tuned for this. And you guys told me, because I told you guys in the BoxyCharm pop-up and add-ons, if you ever see certain things, you let me know. You message me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me there, you can follow me right here. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and you guys are awesome about letting me know when some of my favorites are in the pop-up. I ended up getting, before it sold out, the Glow Recipe Avocado Retinol Sleeping Mask. I am halfway through this sucker. We got one a year ago maybe, and I go through it. I love that. I use it every month, a couple of times a month. So I was already halfway through it. So I was so happy to see I could get it on a deal in the BoxyCharm pop-ups. It was so, I was like, move fast, move fast, move fast. I got to get it before it sells out, because sometimes it feels like that. Although recently we just had, just this past week while I'm filming this, the BoxyCharm pop-up was crazy this past time. I mean, a lot of us couldn't even get in. Our carts got wiped out several times, so I kind of ended up just giving up that one time. So I talked about that more on my Instagram too. So definitely follow me there for more behind the scenes goodness, even with BoxyCharm. But thank you for letting me know this was back in the pop-up a month ago so I could get it, because I love it. All right, guys, this is pretty much everything. Tell me what you got. Did you get more makeup than me? I really wasn't wanting that Cab eyeshadow palette simply because I felt like I had a lot of those colors. But was there any other makeup that people were excited about this month? Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you happen to be new to my loud, weird, crazy, unique channel, hi new friends, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on all of the deep dives I do and the follow-up videos and spin-off videos I do every single week. Bye friends.